Hey everybody, Cask coming at you. This here is Jana Manasco, and she's been missing since the summer of 2023. Just this week, private investigator and myself from Witherspoon Investigations went to Union County, South Carolina to go search for Jana. During this search, we searched the Monarch area, which is a highly drug-infested area of Union County, South Carolina. And this broken bridge over here goes over a train track. She is apparently somewhere in this vicinity, which is, again, a high trafficked drug area. After that, after sweating and walking around, ended up going to meet her father, Jimmy Steins, for a 2-hour interview, which I have the article up online at crimeandcask.com. Go check it out because I'm not going to go into the full details here into this video, but you're going to get some of it. But the rest of it is mind-blowing. And I mean blowing. You think the low-cookers got problems. Union County, South Carolina. Ooh, hold my beer. Let's go. According to her father, Jimmy Steins, up here, a local businessman, after a sports injury, Jana got into a bad habit of drugs. And in that Monarch area, fell into a whole trap of people, problems, and things that resulted in her disappearance, according to the father. Let's get into it. Of the people who have come forward after her disappearance with information who have gone. Well, who came forward? A guy by the name of Chuck Lipsy. He is now passed from an OD because he was telling people what happened to Jana. His sister, Marie Lipsy, she had found out she had cancer in her mid-30s, but shortly after, um, this message string I'm going to show you here in a second, she also OD'd and is no longer with us. It was alleged that she did not mess around with any of that stuff. Let's get into the next guy, Joseph Cochran, who this is a text string between Joseph Cochran and Marie Lipsy about Jana. This is awful strange. Let's check out. I'm going to back out here in a second and read this to you. You can stop and read it if you'd like. Marie, they don't care if we come over. Allegedly, Joseph, don't know. Call. Marie, I don't, la la la. I just want to spend time with you before I turn myself in, she says. Hell, you not going to be in there long, maybe an hour. They're trying to put me away for life. Marie, I'm about to lose my mind. Allegedly, Joseph. Well, come to my sisters. Marie, they can't do that. Joe, they have no body. What? And, what? Marie Lipsy, no longer with us. Another guy, Eddie Bulwer, neighbor, who reportedly turned over Jana's SIM card to Jimmy Steins. He later OD'd. He's no longer with us. And, by the way, and his house burned on the same night that he was gone. There's another guy, Kenny Walton. He did not end up passing, but he did OD, and he was revived. Apparently, on his property, there was a guy by the name of Troy Horn, who was the boyfriend of Jana, and according to Jimmy Steins, he put Jana in this position so she couldn't walk. She had to walk with a walker. Troy Horn is sitting in the Union County Detention Center and has been since December of 2024 for a cavalcade of weapons and DURG charges. There is no court date for him, but there's another guy that's been associated, a guy by the name Marcus Littlejohn. He was just sentenced on Monday to 14 years in prison for the same basic charges that Horn has. But he was arrested in March of 2025. So I don't know how Littlejohn gets pushed to the front of the line when Troy Horn is way before him. Let's try to figure that one out. And then there's the back and forth between the sheriff and Jimmy Steins. I'm not going to get into it here. You can go to crimeandcast.com, read all about it. I'm glad that the sheriff wants to work. He says he's putting 110% into this case and he wants to work with outside agencies. Great. Glad to work with you, Sheriff. I'll be over there next week. We'll talk about it. I've sent some FOIA requests off. We are going to find this person In fact, I'll leave you real quick. When Witherspoon's investigations and I were out looking in the Monarch area, we did find a pair of pants. Jana was last known to be wearing black leggings. These were black leggings we found that were buried in the area behind a tree. Appears to have some sort of dry blood on them. We're going to send those off, or maybe even give those to the sheriff. We'll let the sheriff decide what we're going to do with that one. In this case, Jana Manasco, Crown and Cask, we're on it. We're going to stay here until this thing is solved. And if you don't think we are, well, just ask Alec Murdoch. See you. Crown and Cask up.